Hey guys, welcome back to Sophie Unfiltered. This is episode 2 and we are officially recording our first episode of 2025. So last time I finished off, what was I talking about? I think it was like mainly about David and drug abuse and my crazy family dynamic. And I said I was going to go into my identity crisis today, which I know a lot of people are kind of on my back with on social media. So I have my bestie with us again, Maria, who's going to join in shortly to talk about that. But I wanted to start off by reflecting on episode 1 and what I thought of it. I feel like, oh my God, guys, I was absolutely bricking it starting the episode. I'm a little bit shaky now starting this one, but I feel like episode 1, I really wanted to get used to know me, and I feel like it was a really good episode to represent myself. So I hope that you liked it. If you did like it, please make sure to subscribe on whatever platform you're listening on and to throw me a like. And if you enjoy this episode, make sure to throw it a like as well. Episode 1 was I feel like I kind of made it a bit dark and I wanted to add more light into it. I had plans to do some dilemmas in it as well, which I've now going to do in this episode. I feel like it was a very dark episode and I wanted it to be a little bit lighter, but I feel like it really represented me well. And if you didn't know who I was or didn't have the gist of my life and who I am, then you definitely probably have a feel for it now. So 2024, how did I end my 2024? My nanny went away for the month of December, so I was home alone for a month and it was really nice. Oh, I thought you were trying to get my attention there. It was really nice, but I missed her. And yeah, December is a very dark, lonely time. So like through the whole month, you're just seeing people post their plans and their family. And I was literally like, didn't have my family. I only had my boyfriend. So obviously grieving David as well. Yeah, first Christmas without David, it was really hard. He probably would be the only person I'd see on Christmas throughout my life, especially like recent years. Since my nanny she jets off every December because she just does not like Christmas the same as me because we've had so much trauma in our family. It's just not really a nice time. I feel like Christmas really emphasizes for us how much loss we've had in our family. David would have usually dropped in every Christmas. So this Christmas was really, really hard. He's all I kind of would have looked forward to coming down to the house, him and Preston dropping in. I got through Christmas, had a lot of work in December, a lot of Christmas campaigns, got through them, got all my content done. I left a lot. It was kind of a struggle getting through work leading up to Christmas. Because obviously you have your brand deadlines, but then you're trying to process how like messed up your life is as well when there's such an emphasis on everybody's homely spirit and everybody's so excited leading up to Christmas. I was very like the Grinch in December, I feel. Anytime someone asked me what my plans were, I'm like, I have no family, nothing really, just like no plans. What did I do for New Year's? Oh my God, what did I do for New Year? Maria made margaritas for us. Guys, Maria actually made my New Year's. Guys, you know what? This girl, she actually made my New Year's Eve light. Like, I actually can't. She made margaritas for us. Learned how to make margaritas over Christmas herself, but she wanted me to try them. Sorry, I'm going to put my phone on DND because it's buzzing. Maria knew I was having a hard time over Christmas and she actually went out of her way to learn how to make margaritas. Don't know if she done it for me or for her, but she went out of her way to learn margaritas, perfected them, invited me around to hers, made a shootery board. What are they called? Shootery board. Do you want to hop on? Yeah. Okay. Like you said you didn't want to reflect, but like you're involved in my our 2024 was together. Like.
Yeah, but I felt like I just didn't have. They're going to be listening to your 2024. I feel like my 2024 was just.
Yeah, but you made my 2024.
Round of applause for Maria, everybody.
Guys, Maria's coming in now. Here's Maria.
Hi.
Here, we're a little bit too too close or something?
No,
are we?
yeah, we're like on each other's lip.
Right.
Okay, hi.
So you can get
I'm
yourself
Maria.
comfy there. With the
Yeah, I feel
pillows.
do you know what? I don't do cameras. But hi. I'm Maria. I'm the Maria that she's been talking about. We
don't
did
have
make
to-
margaritas.
Yeah, margaritas.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
get comfy. Don't think too much about the camera.
No. I think it's like I
You're just.
I need to feel like I'm in the sitting room or
like,
something like.
The cameras aren't here.
Yeah. I just need to
You're
feel
in
like
my
I'm in the
purple
sitting room with
sitting
you.
room.
Yeah. No, big debate about the margaritas though. Sugar on the rim.
Guys, go watch my TikTok
Sugar
review.
on the rim.
It is the
So
funniest
when
thing
did you
ever.
think about that actually? You came up with it.
I'd say I had a margarita probably twice, and the third time I was like,
Yeah.
I never really liked margaritas. I liked the juice, but I was like, something's wrong here. Something's off. And tried sugar on the rim randomly, and never went. But I don't know.
And it's a go-to.
I was literally like, this needs to be a sweet rim. I don't know what.
But I feel
Possessed
like
me
it's such a debate with bartenders because salt is known for being with tequila. So when you say sugar, like I got in a scrap with the barman at my work Christmas party because I asked for sugar on the rim because that's the only way now I drink them from you telling me.
This jumper.
And then he was taking the head off of me, absolutely appalled. He couldn't believe it. Then everyone else in my job was going up asking for margaritas with sugar on the rim. So you've actually converted a lot of people.
Converted a lot of people,
Yeah.
the whole population of Dublin, people,
Yeah.
strangers on holidays. But I was saying, yeah, so my December was really dark. I started this episode off pretty dark, didn't I, as well?
Yeah, but look,
Like, I can't shade out the darkness.
It's
like, you
life
can't
though,
have-
isn't it? Like, because Christmas is though, especially Christmas, it's all like family orientated, and it's kind of
family. Like,
this
when I even twitches when you say
stereotypical-
family, I'm like,
yeah, it's like
family.
the stereotypical mom,
I hate
dad,
it. The minute it
like
gets to the
sister or brother,
yeah.
like the whole stereotypical dynamic when that's
How's-
really not realistic.
Sorry, I just want to ask, how's Maria's mic?
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
Is it okay?
Maria roars
Yeah.
anyway.
Get it from you.
You don't need a mic. You don't need. Or you could hear you grand when you were over there.
Really, really, get it from you. Oh, sorry, shouldn't be cursing.
Blurred it out. We
Yeah, sorry. Beep.
I think it's within the first 10 minutes, isn't it? Yeah, you have to blur it out.
Yeah.
Defo.
Oops.
I didn't really curse that much in the last one. I noticed I was proud, and everybody said that to me. I'm gonna have to watch the cursing. So, what do you all think of episode 1? I actually did watch my cursing. I know my boyfriend said that as well. He was like,
Oh,
"I'm very-"
really?
Yeah, like everybody's been warning me.
Do you know
about
what
my
the
language.
word is though? They always say like.
Like and in episode 1, I was like
always,
and my pain, and obviously losing David as well. He's the only person, like I said, that I'd look forward to every Christmas. So it was really a soul shattering month. And Maria taught me. You check in on me so much, like excessively. You know,
Did I?
you do all the time,
I
regardless.
don't even realise.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
But I think it's as well because, like we were saying about the whole traditional stereotypical family dynamic.
Yeah.
I think that time of year, recently, that time of year was awful because of David. But it's going to be
Me and him
awful
always
in
made
general.
a laugh out of it and just
Yeah.
like
Because you
wherever
don't
Hannah
have
goes
his
anyway.
energy there. Yeah.
It would. David was the light of every dark day, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, Maria made margaritas. Done a really nice night. I still need to edit that TikTok of the actual aesthetic.
Oh
videos
yeah,
that
we
I
made a
took. Guys, she
charcuterie
she actually
board.
like shut off a section of her house, lit the bleeding fire.
Yeah. Cleaned the sunroom, cleaned the cobwebs. Yeah.
Guys, like she actually went above and beyond. This was really cute.
Say charcuterie.
Put out even charcuterie board. Loving out, love a bit of cheese.
I know, it was
So
lovely.
yeah, that was my New Year's Eve. But then I went home, probably like 10ish, to see my fella and give him a little smooch with the countdown. So that was nice. Did you get to kiss Ezzy in the end?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I woke him up for a kiss. But there's not really much to do though, isn't there not, apart from like kind of staying at home?
No, town is shite.
Yeah, it's so
Town is-
overrated. So overrated.
Yeah, we went.
You
out
can't
for-
even get a taxi home. Like it's
Yeah.
just
So what me and I had done this year was we went out for dinner on Saturday. So say New Year's Eve was what, the Tuesday night or the Wednesday night?
that's a good idea, yeah.
Was it Tuesday or Wednesday night? Was it?
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night,
Yeah.
New Year's Day, Wednesday. We went out for dinner and done our celebration on the Saturday.
That's a good idea.
You know, good service in the restaurants. Obviously, you're gonna get shite service
Yeah.
On I can't. Oh, why does this happen? I'm like, yeah. Anyway, shite service on New Year's Eve. We went out the year prior. Is what my brain was trying to get out there. I was gonna say the restaurant, but obviously you can't name and shame on. Can you?
I'm pretty sure we can. Yeah, go. Yeah.
Name and shame, go on.
You won't be able to step back foot in it again.
Go on.
I think we are done with it though. Hellfire.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a bit overrated though, isn't it?
I don't think I've been.
Even my uncle Anto said it's shy, and I don't know how.
It's nice,
Anto
though.
hasn't even been. So
I don't think I've been, yeah. They do like steaks and all, don't they?
Yeah, so I've been 3 times now. No, or twice. I remember I went I keep saying last year because I'm forgetting we're in 2025.
Yeah, it's
in
so weird to say, isn't it?
I went there for my friend's birthday. It was banging. I got like prawns, so I didn't actually get like a steak or and I got like prawn tacos and like chips and like something else. It was really nice. Cocktails were really good. Service was amazing. Then I don't know if I went back again with someone else. I feel like I did, but I can't really remember. But anyway, I went with my boyfriend then last New Year's Eve. No, not last, 2023 New Year's. Excuse me. 2023 New Year's, and oh my God, guys. I'll tell you what it was. I'm actually imagining I was there for dinner with my boyfriend and his mates. So I went for my friend's birthday and then my boyfriend went for his friend's birthday, but I'm imagining I was there because of him telling me.
Yeah.
But I remember he told me that night they actually, yeah.
You just like in the corner.
I remember they got the table with the big tree inside and everything. I'm imagining I was sitting there. As I'm thinking, I'm like, who was I there with that time? I
You
was
weren't.
not there.
You were fully
I was not
there.
But he said they weren't doing cocktails anymore that time then. They only was just selling wine. Yeah.
See, do you know, that's the thing though, it's quicker for the bar people.
Yeah.
I'd say that's why.
So they stopped doing cocktails.
Like cocktails would
Yeah.
take time to do
That's
it. Like
mad though for a restaurant to stop doing cocktails. And then I feel like we were going to go for a bottomless brunch.
Were we?
Yeah. But anyway, sorry. New Year's Eve then we went and service was so bad. They actually brought out like his steak. No, they brought out like my steak first. Brought out like say the pepper sauce. And like brought out like 1 glass of wine. And then it's 15 minutes and there's still nothing else on the table.
Yeah.
So you're calling, they're over and they're like, oh, sorry, we'll take this back. And then they're bringing out 2 steaks and then we're waiting on... No, sorry, what they done was they brought in my steak and then they brought out like the chips and then the chips were getting cold. And then I was actually walking back to the kitchen then like a little Karen. And then I was like, no, like, I was like, I was like, actually just leave it.
Yeah.
And then it was just worse. I couldn't believe it. You know when your stomach is gurgling and you're just getting impatient. And really, we actually have a lot of patience in restaurants. Like, obviously, we've been waiters as well. So like, I'm always so understanding, but this was awful. But I knew it was because all the staff were running around like headless chickens because they were trying to get out before the countdown themselves to wherever venues they were going. So I was like, yeah, never go for dinner on New Year's Eve.
That's actually
any place
good
you're not
idea
gonna
doing
get,
it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I told everyone was like, don't go anywhere New Year's Eve. So yeah, but me and I want to be away next year, defo for.
That's
I think
nice.
that's what I need to just start doing in December. Just leaving
Going
myself.
away.
Yeah.
What's your chips plan for 2025? We
Like,
need to go on a holiday.
We need to go to LA. That's what I was going to say. We need to have LA in our heart that we're going to go through with this trip over to Naomi.
And we need to go. So we also have another best friend called Sophie. So 2 Sophies and me. And
I want to go Tokyo. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
I've been saying Tokyo. I feel like I'm going to go Tokyo. But me and I also want to go Nige. Like, that's how many...
That's how, and that's like big trips. That's not small trips.
Yes, I want to go on only big trips this year. Because
But
I haven't left Europe yet.
me, you and Sophie need to actually book a trip as well. We need to go over see Naomi, but we need to book a trip as well, the 3 of us. It hasn't left the group chat and we've been talking about this trip.
Maria's putting this out here, so
since
Sophie
when?
sees this and is like,
Since
it has to leave the group
it
chat.
has to, and now it's on camera.
Yeah,
Mark the date.
We're actually
this has
3
to.
musketeers and we haven't been on a trip, the 3 of us, which is sick.
That's
Which is sick.
disgraceful. We need to get away. Seriously.
Yeah.
What other plans do you have for 2025?
You asking me? I want to get invited on more crazy brand trips. Like I beat the last year with Be Perfect was mad. I want to get invited on more brand trips abroad. More events abroad. I'd love to be flown out to the US by a brand. I would put blood, sweat, and tears into that content for you.
Hint, hint.
Yeah, I really just want to travel with brands. I want to get
Yeah.
booked for more brand trips and just see where the wind takes me. I kind of book my trips like a day before. I'm so last minute. Like, yeah, like even Marbella, I decided that week when I was going to book my flight.
See, they're always the best trips, though,
They're the
aren't
best
they?
trips.
Last
aren't they?
minute
I don't
is
really
always
like
the
planning
best.
too much.
Yeah.
Because of my schedule, I can't really, because I have to have my schedule like free 100% of the time. So I kind of just wait and see, right, what do I have in this week? Do I have anything important? Okay, let's go. But I think if we're going to LA, we're going to have to go for minimum a week to 10 days. But I don't know how.
I think even like 12 days or something.
Yeah. Are you not pushing it a bit with work though?
No, because I have all my holidays now. I have 21 days for holidays.
Jesus Christ.
Right, we're rambling a bit, aren't we? Will we talk? No.
I don't think so. So 2025. What's your hopes for 2025?
Oh, here now. Just work. College, work.
Getting your
Sophie,
career
I
going.
can't talk about me.
Guys,
I can't.
Maria doesn't like
Actually,
talking about her, so I'm going to talk about her, right? She thinks that she doesn't have an interesting life and that nobody's going to want to listen to her, like, which doesn't
No,
make
because
sense.
they're here for Sophie Unfiltered, not Maria Unfiltered.
But you're my guest. And guys, what I was saying to her was, any guest I'm going to have on, it's not going to be about me.
Yeah,
That
but
doesn't
your
even make
guests are going to
sense.
be also very interesting and having
You
the
are
same
interesting. Guys,
are in the same industry.
Guys,
Like
Maria
I'm just
is
a
in the
regular
middle of
old
getting
Joe.
her real estate license.
I'm just a regular old Joe.
real
though.
estate. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop. Stop. She's not, guys. She's amazing.
But like I'm not doing that and interested in your field.
You
Right,
learned how
let's-
to. You got bangs. Let's actually, right? 2024. She went blonde. She's going
Went
brighter.
blonde.
You're going brighter than ever in 2025, are you not?
Yeah, there we go.
So
banging
she
it
got
out.
bangs.
blonde
She's
and- wait,
banging it
banging
out. She's banging it all. She's banging it all.
That was so like
She's banging her way through 2025.
Yeah.
Dysoning her way through 2020. You learn how to
Love
Dyson
the
your
Dyson.
hair.
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't master that in 2024.
Yeah, I feel like I've got the hang of it now.
You actually decided what career you're going to do after being in and out of jobs that made you
Yeah, that's
absolutely
true,
miserable.
actually, yeah.
Tell them what you've learned. Also,
I've
be
learned-
careful with D word because you will get
Okay.
you will get absolutely
I signed an
Sue to bits.
NDA, so I actually don't think I
She
can.
can't even say this company's name.
I previously worked for a cruise ship with
Yeah.
a very big, let's just say, if I say Mickey Mouse, is that,
I don't
that's
know.
not giving too
Look,
much away.
With the way these guys, like,
Okay, now you're making me shit
no, I'm
myself.
saying, like, you know the way I am, Maria.
Well,
you
what are they gonna do?
No, I'm saying, like, you like your life. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know who they are.
Okay, well, maybe bleep.
Do you know that way?
We'll bleep Mickey
We're
Mouse.
not trying to take it to
But,
Candice.
I-
Candice just yet, like her pod.
well,
We're taking it to dangerous levels by
because
opening up that
so
portal.
I worked for a cruise ship that is a very worldwide. This brand does everything and anything.
freakishly powerful
Very
organization,
yeah.
one of the most in the world.
And I worked on the cruise ship for 5 months. It was absolute torture. I would never, ever. I worked as a waitress. I'd never, ever work in it
Your
again.
life after that.
I was traumatized. I'm still adjusting. Like I actually
Yeah.
get PTSD.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. You're working
control.
every single day. I worked as a waitress. You're working every single day for 5 months. You do not get a day off. You have to have your leg broken
Guys, don't work
to
on
get a
cruise
day
ships.
off.
Actually, take from this.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
work on
if you're
cruise
ever
ships.
thinking of
don't.
Going on one,
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't. And
you
so
can talk for days about
oh,
this.
I can. That's how traumatized I am. Like I don't even think I've got out half of it to you. Like I was starving.
you defo did.
Remember I came back like
Maria, she FaceTimed me and said she was going to fuck herself off the ship.
yeah, I wanted to. And I was
Deadass.
so
like I'm here
so
like,
close
trying
to doing
get
it.
like
and it, honestly
a
I was
helicopter or something sent to you like.
but
in the middle
I
of the sea.
barely have the time to talk to you though. I'd barely have the time
Yeah,
to
guys,
talk
you'd
to my
hear
family.
from her like she'd be like
once a month.
she'd text you back after like 4 weeks and be like, "Oh, just got service now. We pulled." Like she'd only get Wi-Fi if they pulled into a port.
So you also have to pay.
That's- yeah.
You get so the crew members. Now it's different. I was a waitress, so depending on what job you have there, depending on your level, how high in the job you are, you get a certain amount to Wi-Fi per. I think they done it like every week kind of rotation. You get a certain amount every week. I think it's like 30 minutes altogether, After that, you've got to pay
I'm just
for it.
thinking of how my chins look on this.
Double chins. After that, you've got to pay for it. You are working every day. You wake up at like 6:30. Then you have to get your breakfast quick. But like, sure, look, I needed to sleep. So I'd be like pushing it. And then you start shift at like, I'd say 7 maybe. So you have a breakfast shift, a lunch shift and a dinner shift. And in between them shifts, you've only got like maybe an hour, 2 hours maximum in between them times. So you need to go get food. You also need to get your costumes ready for dinner shift that night. So you've got to make sure they're washed, that they're clean. You've also maybe got to sleep as well in between. Like you have no time for yourself. It's honestly insane. Like
And
I
then
just can't believe
and
it.
you're also dealing with really entitled, privileged,
Yeah, really entitled
hungry
people.
people
Yeah.
that are just demanding force feeding their kids donuts for breakfast.
Oh
like,
yeah. It was horrible. Some of the things you'd see, and
like literally screaming at their kids if they didn't finish like 4 plates of food.
there was a mom giving out about her kid because the kid didn't want to finish the chocolate milk, and the kid had in front of them a bowl of Fruit Loops, about 10 donuts, cookies, everything you think of, like everything. They had pancakes, waffles, like all this, right? And the mom was screaming at the kid because the kid didn't want to finish the milk. And they were like, if you don't finish that, you're not going to kids club. And the kid was like, I'm full. And they were threatening not to, it's just so, the stories. But anyway, wouldn't work on a cruise ship at all.
Yeah,
You've
there's
no time to
basically a
yourself.
lot of abuse as well that went on, but Maria signed
I was starving.
NDA, so she can't talk. You
I don't
actually
think I can say the
no,
name.
you're not allowed
Yeah.
to talk about it.
I was starving. I came
No, but
back.
not allowed to talk about what went on it. Sure, like, remember
Well, yeah, but these like
the dark or something? Remember the the costume and comments that we made to you now from workers from crew. Remember shit that went down?
Oh yeah. That's another story. Yeah,
Like there's
the crew member.
a
When you
dark
think of
side
it,
to it, guys.
when
like,
you think of it, right, the ship is everyone's world. Like if you think now, we're in the regular real world. When we think of things, our mind can think like there's so many different countries. You have a broad mind. When you're on the ship, you work for 5 months. You're off for 2 months. So you're back at home for 2 months and then you work again for 5 months. You are working 10 months out of a whole year, every single day, right? And you've only got 2 months then to yourself. So when you are working on the ship, that's your world. That's your whole life. So you can't, like,
everybody's real delulu
Yeah.
that that's their only world. Like
Yeah.
there's people that like will get married on the ship and have a marriage back home. And
Oh, yeah, there's
and
been so many people.
Like,
Yeah.
they'll have like a ship wife.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's a thing.
Like
no, but
dead
it's
ass.
actually a thing.
Yeah.
They will have people that they're with on the ship and they'll have the wife back at home that they go to and the kids. Like, it's crazy. And it's so normalized. So normalized. And there was actually someone that had messaged me. Some fella was trying to get with me on the ship and I was like, no, go away, ew. And then they like messaged me on Instagram. Remember I told you this? They found me on Instagram, messaged me on Instagram and was like, hi, how are you? And I was like, go back to your wife, because their whole Instagram page was full of their wife. And I already knew they had a wife from being on board. Like, you just hear everyone, you hear like people's fake things that they say to you in person. And then you hear the other person saying, oh no, they have like 10 kids back at home, all that type of stuff. But this person then messaged me and was like, hi, how are you? And I was like, go back to your wife. Their Instagram page full of the wife planning to have kids. It's
Good luck for it.
bizarre. And like, I think they reply back laughing or something. Like it's so common.
Yeah.
So common.
It's just men, and then like when they're on the ship, it's like them tenfold.
Yeah.
Say what?
Men, and then when they're on the ship, it's them tenfold.
But the women too, so
Yeah,
it's
the
not
women
just
are
the men.
mad.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's like everyone on that ship.
But yeah, guys, keep your eye out. Selling Sunset 2028. Maria's going to be on it. Selling big mansions. Maria actually, like every job she actually ever was in, I'd be like, they treat you like a skibby of all skibbies, don't they?
What?
They just take the piss of you.
Yeah, but I used to
Because you're
just...
too hard working and you're just real like, yeah, I'll do that. And they know automatically you're going to get the job done in any task they give you. So I just feel like, I think of all the other companies that you work
all my
with.
past jobs,
You
yeah.
always are in over your head, and they end up giving her a supervisor or like a manager role and she's not getting paid for that.
Yeah. All my past jobs have been that.
They
yeah.
sneak to do
Yeah.
that.
See, that's all been, all my past jobs have just been insane.
Yeah.
But the cruise ship is the worst. Honestly, if anyone to take away from this
But what
conversation.
keeps people addicted is that big paycheck at the end.
Yeah, but see, you don't spend the money. I came back from that ship starving. Yeah, you do
Starving but minted.
you do have a nice paycheck. I'm not going to lie. You do. But it's
Guys,
only
you
because
don't-
you're
you
not
don't
spending
get-
the money.
And you don't get taxed.
And you don't get taxed.
There's no tax
But
on
you're
the
not.
money that you're
It's only
working.
because you're not spending the money. If you were to work that amount back here in Dublin, you are getting underpaid by so much. And actually, I don't think I can get into that part now.
No.
About the pay. Do you remember what I was saying about like how?
Don't talk about money.
Yeah,
Like, don't talk about
but they technically don't pay you. It's technically from the crew, the people that go on board the ship. You don't get the payment from.
You're not going to say this company's name.
No, but you.
Like, you're on your own. If there's black
No, I'm not.
cars down the road from your garage,
I'm not.
watching you.
I'm not. But
Well, I'm moving.
but anyways,
I live at the back of Maria's. We live on the same block. Like, Maria's house at the back of mine. So, like, if people start
I
watching
can't.
you, I'm gone.
Well, anyways,
You're on your
I
own.
don't know. I'm not going to say the name. I'll not say the name.
Please don't. And stop looking at me as if like I'm going to allow you to. Like, Jesus Christ.
And anyways, the way that you get paid, let's just say it's basically the company doesn't pay you. Like they don't pay you. It will be the people that come on board the ship. The way that works out, it's actually the people that come on board the ship pay you. So you're
What people?
like families and stuff that come on the ship.
Oh, right. Okay. So it's, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll
not
say
that
that much.
you're
So that's all
overcomplicating
right.
it.
Yeah, but I'm just now actually shitting it in case the black car does pull up outside.
Yeah. But, so moving on. What's our plan for 2025? Where do we want to go in the summer on our summer?
Yeah, definitely America.
I think we should steer far away from Europe this year. We've had too many Euro summers.
Oh, yeah,
Too
yeah.
many Euro years. Guys, I haven't left Europe.
Yeah.
You have though.
Yeah,
Maria's been to Vietnam and everything.
yeah, Vietnam's wild.
I actually can't believe I haven't been outside of Europe. It's actually mad.
But see, that's why if you travel outside, you need to go
But like,
for
I'm well
a
travelled
good
within
time.
Europe.
But you do need to go for a good time because like
It's because
the
jobs
length
as well,
of
'cause
that
I've never
flight.
been able to have the freedom, but now I'm
yeah.
fully myself.
Yeah.
Fully work for
But the
myself. I
length
don't
of time
answer to
some
anyone.
flights
Yeah.
are, like
Yeah.
how long it is and
Yeah.
the effort, like you're
I've
actually
always been like, I need to do like a month in Asia.
yeah.
And I need to do like Mexico, travel around South America,
Yeah.
go Colombia,
Yeah.
maybe not Peru.
David loved Mexico though.
He
He's
will
always
do
saying to go
an ayahuasca.
Cancun.
Yeah, and Tulum as well. But like, I think we need a mad trip though.
Yeah.
But definitely
agree.
LA is on the cards. We need to get that sorted. I was only talking to Naomi a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we should actually do a FaceTime call, the three of us.
What did I want to talk about today? Was
Your
my
identity.
Right. So guys, I was actually gonna I thought it'd be good for Maria to be here when I'm talking about this because she's been inside of this with me. Like, it's actually mad. You were the first person I called when I found out who I was.
Really? Really? I'm trying to think back now, like that
Oh my
was just a
God, You're
whirlwind.
the first person I called.
Really?
You're the first person I called.
Aww.
I didn't even ring my nanny. I rang my nanny after you, and I rang Lyle after you, and I rang someone else that I'm not friends anymore.
Who? She's trying to tell me through the eyes.
Who?
You can say the name. We can just.
Oh. I was gonna say. She's gonna know now by the.
She's not. He's gonna blur it out.
Yeah,
I don't
but
give
by
a
your
shit if
mouth.
she knows. I'm gonna be talking about her on this,
Right. Yeah.
And
Right,
how-
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
bro.
2025.
I don't care.
Get it all out.
Anybody that done me wrong, yeah, this is your time now to be scared.
Get it all
This
out.
is your time. You know what I've even noticed? I've noticed people follow me on Instagram that I fell out with over the years. Previous men from the past. Like, the minute I spoke with the
You were
podcast. And I'm
saying,
like,
yeah.
also people that would have, like, say, supported me privately and not publicly because of how they talk about me privately, obviously, in their little strange friend groups. A lot of people have been up my ass since I posted this podcast. And I'm like, I'm not going to invite you on. So there's no point in pretending that you like me now. And it's like, or they have this thing of like, oh, she's going to blow off now, so we need to be in her good books. Bro, I have so many stories on people, and this is what I'm going to be sharing on this podcast, is my weird situations with weird ass girls and weird ass boys and friends and toxicity, and nobody's safe. So, yeah.
2025.
Out there,
it's all
nobody's
coming
safe.
out.
I'm sharing. I think that was like a semi burp there. I'm sorry. Excuse me if the mic. It was like in my throat. But yeah, I don't care, because like this is my life and my story, so my rules.
Dead right.
And like, you shouldn't be an asshole to
Don't
people
be-
if you don't want it to bite you in the ass one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead right.
So like, yeah, I had a friend that basically, like, when I found out who I was, imagine, she told people before I got the chance to.
Said it in a...
With a drink, and all of her morals left her mind. On a night
Said
out,
it in
after
a
me
way
begging
for
her
gossip
not-
though,
for
wasn't
gossip,
it?
in a gossipy
For
way.
gossip.
And through the process, she wasn't even being there for me, hadn't been checking in how I was, because, oh, we all have our own lives, we're all busy. That was all the energy I was met with. It was mad. We'll go into friendships and that properly another day, but
Yeah.
like, finding who I was really revealed a lot of
Yeah.
who, like, that
I
was
think-
one of the darkest times of my life.
But like, that's the thing though, Sophie. I feel like your life is extremely hard. Like some of the things you've been through.
And
but I
I've
feel
been
like
made to
every
feel
time...
I've been made to feel a burden by people.
Yeah.
I was actually told by this person as well
Yeah.
that every time we would meet up, that she'd feel like it'd be a lot of heaviness talking and gossip and darkness on my end, and that she would feel very heavy after seeing me. And I was like, so sorry, I'm chatting shit about my family members, chatting shit about people that done me say dirty.
Sorry,
friendships.
all these traumatic
like,
things
bad
are
things have
happening.
been happening to me, but when things happen to you in your life, I'm able to be there for you.
Just because...
Because my darkness kind of outweighs the lightness.
Yeah.
Sometimes people think it's like...
Yeah.
But I don't make my life other people's problems though either.
No, but I think
I don't
as
give
well...
a shit who's there for me or not. I just expect you to be an active friend as much as I am an active friend in your life, and to actually show empathy when it's needed, because I will sit up day and night with my friends.
But I think the thing though, what I'm trying to say with you is, every time something that is extremely traumatic happens in your life, it always then is revealed who's the real friend.
All the time.
And
It comes
so
out.
many people, like I've said it to you
All the
so
time.
many times though, like
All the time.
you-
Maria always know. Guys, Maria can meet someone once and she'll have a little, don't know about her.
Yeah.
Don't know about
You'll
her.
just get the energy from some people, you'll know that they're just
You
there for a
fought
laugh.
with a lot of my friends.
Have I actually finished you? No.
Well, you were just talking about there, you actually pulled her up on something that was happened.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was weird
because
a few years
so
prior.
weird. That's so...
We'll tell that story another time.
Yeah.
Though. We won't get into that.
Yeah.
But you, and then other previous people that I'd fallen out with, remember after that first Marbella trip in 2021, you'd already had problems with people in that group.
Yeah.
You had a problem with every single person.
Because you can
Yeah,
just
and whoever's
know.
listening, yeah, Maria did read you well. All of you. She's always right. All of them.
No, but you just...
Every
Because I
person.
think as well though, what
Yeah.
I told you is with your... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Guys, it's actually scary. She's like, even you friend? New bestie on the cards? Ooh, let's see how that goes.
Wait, let me
No,
fix
I'll be like,
this.
come in, Maria, yeah. Oh.
What I wanted to say was, Sophie is the type of person that wears her heart on her sleeve. Like she opens the floodgates and lets everybody in. And she's so... Sometimes...
Open the floodgates. Like what everyone said about Bertie Ahern.
What? No, we can't get on to Bertie O'Hare now. Like, this is too much.
No, just because that's the phrase that every Irish person uses for him.
She is very big-hearted and she lets so many people in, and I always tell her the smaller the group the better, and the less people, like, you just need to be careful. Like, you could be talking to Sophie for one day, the next day should have invite you around to your house.
No, I wouldn't. No, I've been friends with people for yonks and it never stepped
Well,
foot into my
okay,
nannies.
that's just a phrase now.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Nobody just gets into nannies like that. Yeah.
nobody had to see Iris.
Anyone that does, though, are the people that have broken my heart then. I'm like, you actually had a cup of tea with my nanny.
Yeah.
And you...
Right, well, that's not the right phrase to use, but I think you get the gist. She's very open-hearted and...
An open aura as well.
Yeah,
so I
you let
attract
a lot of people in.
A lot of energies have been able to pull the wool over my eyes, but now I feel like I have the gift of discernment. Is that it?
What?
Yeah. So I can see through people. I can see their tendencies. I can see their energy and their spirit. Yeah.
Didn't know that word
Yeah.
before.
And I feel like I feel like kind of when David died, I feel like when you go through grief, you kind of see life through a different lens. And I feel like somewhere I was spotting people. I was just like, you,
Yeah.
you this, you're that. Whoa, you're a Jezebel. You're this. Like I was actually like, oh my God, I can see through people. And I was seeing sides of people, nastiness that I wouldn't have clocked before.
Yeah.
Hidden, like backhanded even compliments and stuff from people. Noticing the tone and energy. Noticing people that pick and choose to support me even when it's convenient for them. All them type of things. I feel like now I'm going in 2025, like, game ball, ready to go. Nobody can play with me. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm done. There's nobody else that's going to take the piss out of me and my friendship.
Because, there's been a lot of people in the past that
Yeah.
questionable.
But guys, anyway, right? I am...
I was just about to say I was gonna play that in post production. I was just gonna play the song.
Will that be my little note?
But you actually know that song actually isn't even our song.
It's a Nigerian song, no?
No,
Isn't it?
it's Ivory Coast.
Oh, is it?
Oh, stop it!
Yeah, it's not even.
It is, because I did know that. I'm lying. Yeah. I knew that from our friends.
So, what
That
an
were
intro.
Our previous friends, other friends that we cut off. See, we've cut off.
The list is.
There's a list. The sisters have been.
So I am Congolese. Yeah.
There we go. Come on.
And I am so mortified, right? It feels really good knowing, but guys, when I found out, this was a really dark time. This was a dark time, wasn't it? For like 3 months.
You thought you were from Sierra Leone a whole...
Guys, for my whole life, I've been telling...
She had it in her bio, by the way.
The flag!
She
The
had
Sierra Leone flag!
in her bio.
I keep burping into this. No, it's not even a burp. It's like a growl in my throat.
Just a nervous little girl.
No, I'm not nervous. It's just gas. Guys, I thought it was from Sierra Leone my whole life. My mother, Nikki, that I've spoken about in the past episode, last episode, she basically just threw that out there. Don't know why. I actually don't have the answers, but I was just like, I have to tell people because it's gone too long. I was meant to get a DNA last year and I didn't. I think I was just like taking it slow, and then David died and I was like, well, that set me back anyway, because I was like, I'm not going to open up more trauma with my dad, because obviously doing a DNA, I'm going to have to contact him. He actually hasn't reached out to me. I found out through my cousin. So it's all just it's still up in the air, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm glad now that I know who I am, but I still need to do this DNA, because imagine I found out I'm South African or something in a few years.
How'd you find out you were Congolese?
So, I'm gonna actually give you the backstory first as to how I met the person that told me, right? So in 2020, I had a sleepover at one of my friends' houses, right? And it was actually my like first time like chilling with her mates, and one of her friends invited her friend over that was visiting from London, right? Great night, great connection with the girls, all had a laugh. Yeah. Then it's like, 3 years later, and I get a text from the girl that invited her friend from London at that sleepover 3 years ago. And she's like, hey, Sophie, oh my God, do you remember X that was at that sleepover? And I was like, yeah, I don't know. And she's like, basically, her uncle is claiming to be your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't reach out to Sophie.
He just spurred it on his family in one day.
Out of nowhere.
After 23, no, I only turned 23 in 2024, so I was 22 when I found out. So after 22 years, he actually finally said it to his family. So, that girl put me in contact with her, with my cousin, and then we went on FaceTime, and we were just speaking for hours, and like obviously I was breaking down, like I was like hyperventilating in my room, like literally like couldn't believe it. Like you're finding out, like she was like, yeah, like he came over and like basically it was just her in the kitchen, and he just sat down and was like, got up my TikTok profile pic, showed her, and was like, that's my daughter.
And it's so crazy because he would have then seen your Instagram, but he chose.
Oh, he's been watching me.
But he chose not to message you. He chose to like tell his whole family without even actually reaching out to you, which I think is bizarre.
Yeah.
And then so Sophie's talking to this girl, and then Sophie's then kind of
Oh, guys, he has a whole family that
Yeah.
he raised and all. And just pretended I didn't exist, like.
But then you're having conversations trying to get the update from her of what he said. And it's like, why can't he just reach out to you directly if he is now decided?
You finally bit the bullet to tell
You
the truth.
finally told people. So
yeah.
why not just go and actually message you, call you, be like, let's meet up? No.
Yeah.
Still didn't choose to do that.
So, yeah, I was on the phone to her and just basically getting all the info from her. And she was like, yeah, he has two... This is gas because I know that his kids don't know about me yet. Yeah. I don't really give a shite, to be honest, what comes from this. Because I know my cousins, like, the people, I'm actually related to a lot of people from Blanche. And I was told I have a huge family. So I know this is probably going to get back to him some way. But I don't care. Like, he had a whole year to make a move.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm tired of being the bigger person.
Yeah.
Like, when I want to do this DNA...
But you're
I'll
the
do
child
DNA.
in this
Yeah,
situation.
I'm still the child.
You're
I'm
the
always
child, Sophie.
Like, do you know that way?
Yeah.
And I know when I do meet him, I'm not going to hear realistically anything that I do want to hear. But, yeah, my cousin basically told me, like, he's 2 sons and a daughter. So, say, like, I'm 20, I'm 23. So, I was born in 2001. He had his daughter, that was his firstborn daughter, 5 years after me. Right? So she was introduced to the family as his firstborn. So he basically was obviously on and off riding Nikki and whatever. She had me. Don't know what their communication was around that, but like he literally just did not have any. He's not even on my birth cert or anything. Like.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the story was there. That's kind of what I need answers from. Like, where did this lie? Did they come up with telling me I was from Sierra Leone so that I would never be able to like?
Because where did Nikki pull that from?
Where did she pull that from? But I know they've also still been in contact.
Yeah.
As well, because Nikki, cause she's been so, her mind has been so, her brain cells are all
out of
burned
it
from the drugs. Yeah, that she's actually forgotten about the lies say she's told in the past, and she's told my nanny in the past over the past say 3 years. Oh, Sophie's dad reached out. Which is so weird.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't know now that I know.
And then I seen him on the Dublin bus.
Maria seen him as well.
So weird. I'll always bump into... Remember I bumped into Louise and everything?
Yeah.
And I was hiding behind the pillar taking a video to send to you.
Yeah.
And I was like following her through town. Being like, I just bumped into Louise. Yeah.
Family spy, my personal family spy. She spots Nikki and all before.
See, everyone...
Maria gives me a warning about my family members before.
Yeah.
Like, you'll literally...
And I actually, with Nikki as well, I hate to do it like when I see her, but I just know if I see her that's near your house, she's going to probably most likely
go into abuse.
Knock
She's on her way
in
to
if she
abuse
hasn't
us.
already.
Yeah.
Because there's so many times I see her and I actually don't say it because I'm like, why would you even...
Or sometimes you'll see her and then I'll be like... So you'll tell me like 10 minutes later and I'll be like, oh yeah, I just passed her there or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that weird?
Or I'll be like, she's going to knock in, she's close. And you're like, she knocked in already.
But yeah, my dad's just been so nonchalant about the whole thing. He doesn't even deserve to be called dad, to be honest, I don't think. But I don't know what he thinks I'm like. He's not going to get like this respectful mouth, kind-natured, like respect your elders, like your typical African child. Like I'm going to give it to him on a full plate of what I think of this man. So if you're watching this, I don't know. Don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know how I'm going to go about it, to be honest. Sometimes I'm like, is it better just leaving it the way, like I've gotten this far without him?
Yeah.
Do I need to open up a can of worms now?
To be honest.
At this point in my life? Or...
After seeing though, with
everything I've been through, I'm like, is this going to be the final straw in my head that I'm like...
I think it would be nice to do the DNA just so you have it like 100% confirmed. But guys, if you've seen the picture, it's...
Oh, he's me.
Oh,
he's me.
It's
you don't
no
even need
doubt.
DNA.
No, like seriously, no doubt
I seen
at all.
the pics and I was like, it's me. Even like my step siblings look like me as
I just
well.
think though it would be nice to then for you to have that, because this is still technically, even now talking about it, a year
and I
past.
want to embrace my culture and I want to know my roots. I want to visit my homeland. Like the fact that also his mom So my nanny on my dad's side passed away only in recent years, I was told as well. And she never knew that I was her first grandchild. Yeah. How sad is that? Like, you've deprived not only me of knowing a whole side of my life, knowing my identity, but you've deprived your family of love.
Yeah.
And like, even when my cousin told me, she was like, oh my God, there's a big wedding on next week in Paris that we're all going to. You should be there. I'm like, yeah, I should, shouldn't I? Like, do you know what I mean? I'd love to be going off to Paris. I've never been to a traditional wedding in my
having
life.
that,
That whole, he actually stripped all that from me. Because what? Because you weren't ready to own up to your child. Like, he actually told his brother, and his brother was the one that told him to come clean. So it was my cousin's dad that he told first in the summer, and then he waited a few months. So the dad also kept it to himself, her dad. And then he went to her then, saying the October of 2023, and then just like literally laid it all out on a plate to her. Like, it was so
But then
random.
like he still hasn't reached out.
And she was like, wait, so what do you want me to do with this information? And he was like, I don't know, like
why come out with
like,
it then and
she was
actually
like, well, I have
not
to tell
do
her. Do you
anything?
realise like how this is? And then a few weeks later, then she followed up with me, and I was like, is there no progression with him?
Yeah.
And she was like, no, he was just like, oh, she'll come when the time's right. It's a lot for her to take in. I'm like, I've had all these years to take in. Like, I think he's the one that's running from. He's just running from it.
100%.
Once you tell one lie, you just have to keep running.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's like, how is he going to face me and my nanny and Paul, like the people that have raised his child all these years?
He still, though, doesn't have the balls to text you himself.
Yeah. Guys, how much time are we left with?
We're at 54 minutes now.
Jesus. Do you think then end it here and then next episode you do your dilemmas?
I really wanted to do them.
How many dilemmas do you have?
I have a few. I won't get through them all today, but will I answer two?
Answer two.
Right, let's answer two, guys. This is ridiculous. Like,
Well, I haven't even heard these dilemmas.
no, I'm saying it's ridiculous that this actually went on this fucking long.
Oh
40
yeah, no,
minutes,
that's
we didn't
crazy.
talk
Where
about one
did the
thing that I
time?
wanted to talk
Where
about.
did the time go? Just throw your notes out the window.
And there's just like burps coming through my throat. What the hell? I think it's that tea, the peppermint or something.
Messing with the belly. Right. First dilemma.
I was born premature because I was rushing to see you. That's not really a dilemma.
That's not a dilemma.
That's supposed to be a chat up line?
Like,
What is that?
I was born premature because I was rushing to see you.
I
You
won't lie,
better
I'm still
next
in
time.
Stop.
I won't lie.
I was born premature.
I'm gonna steal that
Anyway.
one.
Okay. Figuring out how to be confident when you're not.
You get me a great deal of confidence. I think I've said that to you before. In terms of as well, like, I don't know how to describe it. I think just
Embrace your own beauty and stop trying to fit into society standards.
Yeah.
Like, you grew up plastering yourself in tan,
Yeah.
plastering the makeup, doing this, doing that, making yourself look totally different to try and look like everyone else.
Yeah.
But now you've actually stripped back
Yeah.
and started embracing your natural self. So yeah, love yourself for who you are. Also, what I'm going to say is get yourself into the gym if you're not in a gym yet. Gym, not just for physical, but your mental. Oh my God. Like, honestly, when you feel good, even if you haven't, like, you could do one
You're talking to
workout
me.
in the
I
gym.
haven't
You're
been
gonna
to the gym in about
Yeah, but you know yourself.
how
You
many
could do
months?
one workout in the gym and you're going to be going into the mirror like, ooh, like, you're going to be feeling yourself
Yeah, so true.
automatically. It's
So
actually
true,
mad.
so true.
Yeah, it is mad.
It's you just feel it's the endorphins
Yeah,
that
and when you
release.
feel good, you look good, and then you care more to put more effort into yourself when you do wake up. I think if you're not one of them people that take that extra time in the morning when you're going out somewhere to do your makeup, do your hair, start devoting that time to yourself. Start devoting pamper to yourself. If you're not a person that goes out of your way to spend money on yourself and get your hair done, when was the last time you got your hair done, your brows, your nails? All these things are so important for feeling a true feminine.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
feeling divine in yourself. You need to be girly. You need to smell good. Get yourself a nice new outfit. Go out for a drink with one of the girls. Step out your comfort zone and take a few sexy photos. That's what
What's romanticize your life?
romanticize your
isn't
life.
it?
Yeah.
Even if you're just doing something small, so what?
And okay, sorry. Rule number 1 is don't compare yourself. Stop comparing yourself. Because no two people on this planet are the same.
Yeah.
So stop comparing yourself. Stop if you're one of them people that are scrolling, zooming into other people, being like, oh, why is my belly not like this? Girl, just try and make yourself the best version of yourself. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I used to be like that. I didn't know who I was in school. If you look at photos of me, I was so confused. I don't know how I got to this point. I didn't have a breeze.
Yeah, but you knew it was going somewhere.
The photos of me from
but
back
like
in the
you
day.
posting all these pictures, it was
And I
gonna go
wasn't- and
somewhere.
You know what? I was posting when I wasn't confident. I was posting when I hated myself, when I was grabbing my belly.
Because you
in the
love to
mirror.
get pictures.
It's so weird. I was always so vain, but actually would be like, you fucking fat bitch in the mirror. I abused myself.
Yeah.
And I also was bulimic as well,
Yeah.
which we will talk about. Guys, we've so
God,
many.
you really no wonder
Isn't it
it's
so
50 something
broad?
minutes
Yeah,
already.
Like we'll actually go more into body confidence and gym and eating disorders on another episode. I do have that planned. But yeah, stop comparing yourself, love yourself, and then it will show from the inside out.
Yeah.
Trying to clear an overwhelming amount of debt. Well, I can't help you with that.
I'm actually a very good saver, haven't I?
Maria's top
I've
and
been-
tops with saving.
Yeah. If you're trying to, I think it's like, well, what is your income? How much income do you how much money do you currently have now?
Jesus, this is a
How
good question
much-
for you, because
Like
I-
you think
comes into leaves my hands fast.
that's
as
the
it
thing.
enters.
A lot of people I mean,
No, but
get the
actually
number
clearing debt.
to actually
now owning out your
yeah.
bollocks.
But if you owe it, how much do you physically have right now? Not just in your bank account, in savings, in cash. Get the number. How much you actually have right now. How much is your income, weekly, monthly,
Cut
whatever
out
it
bad
is.
habits that
Cut
are-
out all
that
the
are making it-
unnecessary. Like that's when you really need to cut back. It's going to be hard though. You can't actually go out
I've never been
and
in debt.
buy something
debt
that you.
is so scary. The sound, the word debt.
Yeah, but like you need to just.
It just
Debt.
makes me think of like
Debt.
Real Housewives with Erica Jane and her Tom Girardi.
Oh stop!
It just makes me think
Yeah.
of that court sue debt business.
Yeah.
I don't know. God forbid.
Well, yeah, a lot of people they don't realize the actual exact figure that they have in their bank and the total amount of money that they have. That's the first thing I think you need to do. Second thing, you need to have a breakdown.
Advisor. Oh, well, you
Yeah,
can't really
well, that's
afford
going to
one
be.
if you're in debt.
Yeah, of course not. Like, and they're expensive as well.
Call Maria.
You need to stop splurging. If you see a top in the shop or something, don't buy it. Honestly, stop it. You're getting takeout all the time. Stop it. You can't do any of that. You literally have to live within your means and actually below if possible. Like you can't
Live below
be,
your means, yeah.
you can't, and it's going to be, I think if you do that
Something
for the
my nanny
next
always
couple of
told me
months.
as well, if you can't buy it 3 times,
Don't buy it all.
once. Don't buy it.
Yeah.
Unless you can buy it 3 times,
Yeah.
don't buy it. Now I said, Nanny, does that apply to when I want to buy myself my first Birkin?
Yeah, that actually would though, yeah.
Purple croc on the way. Okay, well, we answer one more last one
Right,
and
go
then
on.
we'll wrap it up. Right, dating in 2025. What's the ins and dating in 2025, what's in and what's out? Fire emoji. I don't
Well,
know.
I haven't a breeze.
We're not really the ones.
I don't even think I can.
7 days in, Jesus.
Well, what do they ask though? Like,
Dating in 2025, what's in and what's out?
what do they
I don't
mean
know.
about-
What's out
Like,
is not being yourself, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I don't know, like, what's the dating scene like nowadays?
what's in and what's out. Okay, I'll tell you, as someone that's in a relationship, but what I would not do if I was single and dating, or what I would not go for, is someone that asks you to split the bill on the first date, someone that wants to go 50-50. I'd raise my sons to naturally be a gentleman. That's the way I am.
Especially
Call me
if-
old-fashioned. My nanny's always telling me, my nanny, how many of, like, no, you obviously haven't been there, you don't live with me, like, but I'm just saying, like, say I've been on the phone to some of the girls that have been complaining about their love life, right? You know yourself, some of the stories I've told you about the girls and the nonsense that's gone on. And I'll tell my nanny, my nanny's like, run a mile. If the minute you hear 50-50, all this bollocks, no. That's what I'm real old-fashioned.
Yeah,
I was
you
raised
are.
by my
I
nanny.
feel like I'm a bit more kind of, I don't know, I feel like it depends. Like, I'm a bit more open to it in a way of, like, for example, if you're first dating someone and the man asks you on a date, okay, I think
exactly, that's where I'm coming
but
from.
I think it then changes on then if it's kind of like,
Oh, if you're in a relationship, yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
feel
but I
like
mean-
the man automatically does take the lead with money.
oh yeah,
Whereas, like, when I'm buying things for me and I'm doing it because I want to. But he he'd never expect me to put my hand in my pocket. But he's
But, like, the
gassed
beginning,
because I
I
always
think-
will put my hand in my pocket. Do you know that way? Like, It's nice. Never be a person. Never go into the dating scene expecting. Have your own going into the dating scene.
Yes.
Don't be a
Yeah.
moocher and don't date broke as well. Is what I think.
Mm.
I've had friends that have been scammed out of dating that have lost money from dating. Yeah, that the men are little sassy.
How'd you get scammed?
What you mean?
I didn't get scammed.
No, I'm saying like. how
Okay,
you-
so like you're dating someone, right? And he's asking you. He keeps asking you out. He keeps asking you out, right?
And he doesn't pay?
And then it comes to drinks, and then she's going up to the bar to get them. It's waiting, and it's like crickets when you need your next drink and all. So it's automatically her.
But then
And
why
then
does
it's
she
like,
keep
let's
going out
go-
with him?
Delulu.
Delulu, yeah. A lot of
That's where I'm
Delulu
coming
going
from.
on,
And
yeah.
they're noticing, like, I'm actually losing money when I'm seeing him. Now, how can that be the case? That's mad.
Yeah, no, that's a bit
That's
bizarre.
mad. But
That
that's what I'm
is
saying.
a
The
bit
society we're living in
bizarre.
today, when people think, like, I'm being dramatic, I'm like, no, the stories I'm hearing. The
Yeah,
stories,
no,
I'm
that's
like,
a bit bizarre now.
What? How did we get to here? Because everybody's shouting this feminism. Now it's reverse feminism. And the
Why
men,
do people start to do
the
that
men
as
are
well?
the-
Like,
yeah.
sorry,
Everybody,
no,
what has
but like
society been
it's
pushed? Now men are. There's a sassy man apocalypse. That men are out on the date, expecting to be the ones treated and wined and dined. No, literally.
Yeah.
I've had friends that are going out with men that they're the ones being wined and dined. Yeah, it's mad.
Can we just bring back though? I understand the whole.
Flowers on the first date, swooping beatboxes, dancing in the
And
rain.
Do you know what? I actually would love to be a stay-at-home mom and raise my kids, like, and then have the man go out and do the work and whatever. Like, can we just kind of go back to that for a bit? Because that whole thing now, okay, I understand when all this feminism first began, women's rights and so on, and I fully, I agree. But now it's just like feminism, that even word, it's just taken out of hand, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's just gone to a whole different level.
Yeah.
Just a
I feel
question.
like
I have
men
a
have
question. Do you think you can do that in 2025?
What?
Stay at home, man. One salary.
Not really,
I
though,
will be though
actually,
when I have
can't you
babies
not?
because I'm a content creator. So
That's
I'll
a
just make my
really-
little videos.
No, you're
From home.
dead right though. You actually can't,
can't anymore.
afford to do it
It's a
anymore,
different one.
can't
But
you not?
that's why you have to find a job that you work for yourself and you have the freedom to be at home.
Speak on it.
Yeah,
Because I know when I have my babies, they're just going to be dragged into me reels.
yeah. It honestly,
Get ready
it's
with us.
actually that's a whole.
I had it all planned out.
Ready
There's
with
no way
us.
I was raising kids and then getting up and leaving and going to a physical job. Unless obviously now when I'm doing shoots and stuff when I have kids. But I feel like I'll be real like Kylie as a mom. Like I'll try to incorporate my kids, bring
Yeah.
them along to shoots.
You're
They'll
gonna
be
no, but then
well-behaved.
you're gonna turn into a Kris Jenner and you'll have your whole kid set up. Then
Exactly.
that's the
My
goal.
nanny's like a Kris Jenner, isn't she?
Yeah,
Like she's taking photos of me in the nip for years, guys.
Kris Jenner got the inspiration from your nanny.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris. She learned from her. Keeping up with the McGuinnesses.
Iris is the biggest
Bro,
part of Hilton.
keeping up with the McGuinnesses.
But Iris, like
Needs a
her
new show.
nanny is the most, like demure. She's demure.
She's demure, but she's a little
She's
bit
the bougiest.
bark to her, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's a bad old.
She said to me today when I was leaving,
bad
she goes,
old bitch.
bad.
Calling your nanny?
She said, old. Bad old bitch. I've never even heard that.
I don't know where it came
She
from.
said, bad old.
I don't know where it came from.
My nanny goes to me when I was leaving the house today, she goes, make sure to say something nice about your nanny, yeah? I goes, I'll try.
Well, look now.
That's what she got. Yeah.
Right, wrapping it
Yeah,
up, is
let's
it?
wrap it up. Yeah. You know
What are you going to
How
talk to
many
everyone
minutes
about
we
in
left?
your
Sorry,
next?
I wanted to really quick. Okay, movie, show, and song of the week.
God, don't ask
Quick,
me.
quick. What have you been watching? Quick.
I
Listen
don't know.
to-
I watched the new Squid Games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah.
That's your show.
That's my show.
Movie.
Anything
Anything you've ever watched?
I haven't watched a movie recently. I'm more of the TV shows lately, so I actually couldn't give you that. Songs. I'm kind of more listening to Joe Rogan now lately. Spotify. I'm not listening to songs. You get me? Like I'm listening more to podcasts.
Yeah.
So Joe Rogan, Spotify.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay, mine is I have
Well,
a few
everyone
here.
knows him though. Like that's
The
not really-
Madness we've been watching on Netflix. Really, really good. Right? UD loyalty test.
Yeah.
Guys, if you don't
Yeah,
watch this,
yeah.
please take my word. Just go straight after this. If you're listening or watching, go straight to YouTube, please. And watch UD loyalty test. Sergio, his name is. This is the
Brilliant.
No, don't even. I can bang on about this. I'm not even gonna get
Don't
started.
say
talking about
anything
it.
and
I'm
let
not saying
them
anything.
just see
Watch
it.
it for yourself. Binge it. The episodes are short and snappy. You're gonna be obsessed. Okay. Song. Goddamn, gonna. I gave Madness as a show. I didn't really give movie, but a movie I watched recently that I liked was called A Man Named Otto with Tom Hanks. Really good. Obviously, suicide. So
Don't know it. Haven't watched
sensitive
it.
watch.
I'll add that to my list now. I'll watch
it's a
that.
brilliant
I will.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
It's a nice watch. It's a sad watch, but it's a wholesome watch, isn't it? It's dark and light at the same time. It's like
Really?
literally like, yeah.
Okay, I'll give that
Yeah.
a go now. And what are you going to be talking
Prepare
about?
for
in
a
the,
cry now.
do you know
watching
what you're
that.
going to be talking about in your next episode?
No, I haven't a breeze. I
Okay.
do. I have kind of like my next few episodes kind of just thrown around. I'm just trying to fixture them right them right now, and my next guests. So I'm just rearranging it around, and yeah, I'm very excited for what I have coming up. If you are listening, make sure to subscribe on whatever platform you get your podcast on, and make sure to give this episode a like if you enjoyed what you heard.
Comment.
Subscribe, interact, show me love, and I'll show it right back. Love yous.
Bye.